It's called The Rebirthing of African Consciousness. It's a bad book. The Rebirthing of African Consciousness. And you could get it online because one brother just called me and said he found the book. It's $25. But when I started reading this book last week, I go, wow, because somebody sent it to me through the mail. I didn't even know the brother, and he had somebody mailed it to me. And he has this extraordinary chapter on death and reincarnation, being consistent, writing it consistent to African traditions. From Kemet, I like to say from the Niger to the Senegal to the Nile, or to Kemet, or the Happy. So just listen to what our ancestors had to say. And he's recounting. He said, recently a friend of mine came to my house. We got to talking. And he asked, since you don't believe the human body turns to dust at death, what happens to it? And he smiled. He said, at this question, he got up and went to the freezer. Fortunately for me, there was this large chunk of ice in the freezer. I brought it out, and after some time, it returned to its liquid form. I asked him to accompany me to the kitchen. There, I poured the water in the kettle and switched on the gas. After about 10 minutes of boiling, there was no water left in the bottom. I looked at my friend and asked, where is the water? And then he said, it's gone. It has evaporated. I told him, that is what happens in the human body at death. Whether in liquid, solid, or gaseous state, energy remains a part of the universe. Man, an energy being. Man is condensed energy. That is what the Einstein famous E equals mc squared theory of laws of general relativity and quantum mechanics is all about. And check out Einstein's background and you see how interested he was in traditional African religions. It states that all matter is energy condensed to a slow vibration. Nikola Tesla said, if you want to find the secret of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. That brings us back to the drum, which somewhere before we'll talk about that for a minute. So I said, what did the first law of thermodynamics say? That the total amount of energy in the universe is constant or zero, which means all that we see is an expression of one energy spirit. Energy cannot be destroyed, neither is it created. It only changes form and has three states: the liquid, the solid, and the gaseous. When we die, we don't in any way turn to dust. The body simply evaporates. Now, most people have heard me say over and over that each one of us is an expression of an aspect of the divine essence having a human experience, the same thing Tesla came up with. And that is African religion and tradition. Remember, Tesla did a lot of his work in South Africa. People learn our stuff.
I never knew that.
Culture, and then send it back to us in another package.